Welcome and good afternoon. We're gathered here today on this lovely afternoon in the presence of family and friends to celebrate one of life's greatest moments. We're here to give recognition and worth to the beauty of love. Add our best wishes and blessings today to the words that will unite Daniel and Kayla in holy matrimony. I know today they want to say thank you to all of you who are here, who've made the sacrifice to be here for their wedding. Although looking around, maybe sacrifice is not quite the right word, but thank you for your presence here today, because it means for them that they're surrounded by family and friends, people who are most important to them on this most important day for them. Now, as much as today is a celebration of Kayla and Daniel's marriage, it's also a celebration of their love. Their love has grown and matured over time, and today they've decided to spend their lives together as husband and wife. For them, this marriage is both a pledge of enduring love and an expression of their commitment to each other. For the rest of us, it's a chance to be reminded of the bonds of family and friends and how important those bonds are to all of us. You know, Daniel and Kayla, marriage is the most important of all earthly relationships. It should be entered into thoughtfully and carefully with full understanding of its sacred nature. You know, marriage can be fragile because it requires exactly the right mixture of dependence and independence that creates an atmosphere of care and consideration. Now, marriage, like any other aspect of life, has its cycles, its ups and downs, its beautiful moments, and some that aren't quite so pretty, some that will be very happy, some that will be sad. It will take faith for both of you to go forward not knowing exactly what the future holds for you as a couple. It will take commitment from both of you to hold true to the vows you make here today as husband and wife. Now remember, today's ceremony is a celebration, a public recognition of what already exists in your heart, the love that's there. This is your marriage to make real, your marriage to live, and your marriage to define. In the Bible, 1 Corinthians 13 says, love is patient, love is kind, love is not envious, or boastful, or arrogant, or rude. It does not insist on its own way. Love is not irritable or resentful. It doesn't rejoice in wrongdoing, but love rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. In verse 8 it says, love never fails. Since you have both hands out together, Kayla, why don't you put your hands together, please, like you're praying. Daniel, put your hands on top of hers, like that. I want you both to look at your hands as I have this next reading, which is entitled, These Are the Hands. The author is unknown. These are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you today. These are the hands that are holding yours on your wedding day, as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours, as together you build your future. These are the hands that will love you passionately and will cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other can. These are the hands that will hold you when fear or doubt racks your mind. These are the hands that will countless times wipe tears from your eyes, tears of joy, sometimes tears of sorrow. These are the hands that will tenderly hold your children. These are the hands that will help hold your family together as one. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. Finally, it says, these are the hands that even when wrinkled with age will still be reaching for yours, still giving that same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. These are the hands. Now, Danielle, I want you to look at your hands there on top of Kayla's. I hope you realize this is the last time you have the upper hand in this marriage. Don't get used to that. Most married men don't have that very often. So take advantage of it when you get the chance. I speak from many years of experience. Join hands together. You know, Kayla and Daniel, you're going to get a lot of advice during your marriage. In fact, you probably already have. Let me be the first today to give you 3 pieces of advice that I always give to brides and grooms on their wedding day. First of all, be thankful every day. Thankful for the person who's standing here in front of you, who's holding your hand, who's chosen to make a life with you as your spouse. You're blessed to have found each other, and my hope and prayer is that you have a long, happy life together as husband and wife. Secondly, make each other the recipient of daily kindness. You know, the world can be a hard place. Each of us is subject to hard knocks in life. Your hugs and kisses, your kind words and thoughts, little notes you leave for each other on the kitchen table, or maybe nowadays the text messages you send each other on your cell phones. Those things make a world of difference in a marriage over the years. Finally, I think most importantly, make truth the bedrock of your marriage. Every good marriage I've ever seen is built on trust and respect, and that trust and respect can only be maintained if both of you are open and honest with each other, no matter how small the exchange might be. Now, my hope and prayer is that you have a long, happy life together as husband and wife, that you be blessed with a lovely home and blessed with a lovely family. Daniel, the best advice I can give you today as a groom is the advice that I got years ago when I got married. A good friend of mine told me on my wedding day, if your wife's not happy, you're not going to be happy. And of all the profound thoughts in the English language, that's probably the deepest and wisest. You make Kayla a happy woman, I guarantee you'll be a happy man. Somebody told me the other day, happy wife, happy life. That's a good motto for most married men to live by. I want to ask you now, turn and face your family and friends. Family and friends, please stand. You know, this afternoon as family and friends, you form a community of support. Now, starting today, we'll be supporting Daniel and Kayla in this marriage. I want to ask you in the years to come to always stand behind this couple, but never between them. Offer them your love and your support. Give them your advice and your encouragement when it's needed. In these ways, you can honor this marriage into which they've come this evening to be joined as husband and wife. If you want to make that promise to support this marriage in the years to come, please say, "We do." Okay, thank you. Please be seated. We come now to the section of the ceremony that we call the wedding vows. We don't use the word vow much anymore in English, but the idea of a vow is the idea of a promise or a pledge. This evening, Daniel, you're pledging your love to Kayla. Kayla, you're promising your love to Daniel. To me, these vows are sacred, and if you keep these vows, you'll have a happy marriage. I like the word that we use in Spanish for vow here in the Dominican Republic. It's the word voto, V-O-T-O. It's also the same word that we use for voting in the election, so that's what you're doing for each other today. You're voting for each other. Daniel, I want you to look her in the eyes, please. Do you, Daniel Warriner, standing here in the presence of God and these witnesses, solemnly pledge your faith and love to Kayla O'Brien? Do you promise to live with her in the holy state of matrimony? Do you promise to love her, comfort her, honor, and keep her in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, keep yourself only unto her? Through God's grace, promise to be to her a faithful and devoted husband as long as you both shall live. Thank you. Kayla, you, Kayla O'Brien, standing here in the presence of God and these witnesses, solemnly pledge your faith and love to Daniel Warriner. Do you promise to live with him in the holy state of matrimony? Do you promise to love him, comfort him, honor and keep him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others? Keep yourself only unto him, and through God's grace, promise to be to him a faithful and devoted wife as long as you both shall live. Thank you. Have the rings, please. Your work is done. Good job. Thank you. Now, the wedding ring has been symbol and sign of husbands and wives for a long, long time. And Kayla, this is a beautiful ring you're going to put on your finger today. Let this ring be the sign and seal of your marriage. Every time you glance down and see this ring on your finger, you're going to be reminded of your husband's love for you and the love you have for him. Okay. Take that, please. And repeat after me. I, Daniel Warriner, take you, Kayla O'Brien, to be my wife, to have and to hold,
in sickness and in health, for richer or for poor, and I promise my love to you forevermore.
Kayla, repeat after me, please. I, Kayla O'Brien,
take you, Daniel Warriner, to be my husband, to have and to hold, in sickness and in health, for richer or for poorer, and I promise my love to you forevermore.
Wilford Peterson wrote a poem years ago called The Art of a Good Marriage. I like it a lot. It says this: happiness in marriage is not something that just happens. A good marriage must be created. In marriage, the little things are always the big things. It's never being too old to hold hands. It's remembering to say I love you at least once a day. It's never going to sleep angry. It's at no time taking the other for granted. The courtship should not end with the honeymoon, but should continue through the years. It's having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It's standing together, facing the world, forming a circle of love that gathers in your whole family. It's doing things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in a spirit of joy. It's speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways on a daily basis. It's not looking for perfection in each other, but it's cultivating flexibility and patience, understanding, I think most importantly, a good sense of humor. It's having the capacity to forgive and to forget. It's giving each other an atmosphere in which each of you can grow old together. It's establishing a relationship in which the independence is equal, the dependence is mutual, And the obligations are reciprocal. It's not only marrying the right partner, it's being the right partner. This time we have a signing of a wedding certificate. I'll have Daniel and Kayla come back here behind the table, please. This certificate of marriage certifies that Kayla O'Brien and Daniel Warriner were united in marriage on Thursday, the 11th of May, 2017 in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. I will sign first. All right, Kayla, you got to sign here and smile at the camera, which is almost impossible to do. Maid of honor, come sign also, please, as a witness. And best man, come sign right here where it says, I'm paying for all this. One of my favorite poems for weddings is one by American poet E.E. Cummings that was written a long time ago. It's entitled, I Carry Your Heart. I want you to look each other in the eyes as I have this reading. I carry your heart with me. I carry it in my heart. I'm never without it. Anywhere I go, you go. Whatever is done by only me is your doing. I fear no fate, for you are my fate. I want no world, for beautiful you are my world. And you are whatever a moon was always meant to be, whatever a sun will always sing is you. Now here's the deepest secret that nobody knows, a secret that grows higher than the soul can hope or the mind can hide. And this is the wonder that's keeping the stars apart. I carry your heart. I carry it in my heart. Family and friends, please stand. Daniel and Kayla, we've heard today your promise to share your lives together in marriage. We recognize and respect the vows you've had here this evening as husband and wife. We also recognize and respect the exchange of rings that you've had here this evening that symbolize your marriage. So let me conclude by saying, may the love that brought you together continue to grow and to mature over the years. You're blessed to found each other. And my hope and prayer is that you have a long, happy life together as husband and wife. Now, by the authority granted unto me as a minister of the gospel, I now declare that Daniel Warriner and Kayla O'Brien are husband and wife, and you may seal your marriage with a kiss. Daniel, Kayla, congratulations. May you have many happy years together, family and friends. It's my pleasure to present to you for the very first time this new husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Daniel and Kayla Warriner. May God bless you always. Congratulations.